1,273 days till New Halling, Fingrid in 42, which is fear. 33 days left till the US presidential election, and Bitcoin is currently trading at 61.5k. On a forum time frame, we're trading at a range of 200 EMA, which is neutralish. On a daily time frame, we're still trading above the 200 EMA, which is pretty bullish. Recently, we had pretty rough sell-off in a recent couple of days because of the last 2 weeks being bullish. We're having some pullbacks. Not a small one, but we're still trading above the 200 EMA, which is pretty good sign. Weekly time frame, we're trading slightly above the 220 EMA support, which is nice. That's the closest support for a Bitcoin. Weekly MACD is finishing the red zone, giving us some bullish momentum. Monthly MACD is still looking pretty bad, even though we had September green close, which was 7% upside. Usually September is a red month for the Bitcoin, the worst month, but this one was green. We had a green close. And October, sorry. The next month would be November. October is usually, they call it Uptober, because historically October is green month, 20+% upside, average upside on October. And a lot of hope for October and comparison with the 2021 bull cycle, because if you're gonna look at the 2021 bull cycle, we had the same scenario with the monthly MACD. It was finishing the green zone and giving us some bearish momentum there. But then in October we had 40% upside, and because of that we had monthly MACD reversal, and because of that we made a new all-time high, which was 69k. New all-time high at that time, highest peak of the previous bull cycle, because of the October reversal there. And yeah, hoping for the same scenario to happen in October. For now, it should be like 20% should be enough actually to make new all-time high for the Bitcoin, and also to make the reversal on monthly MACD. So hoping for it to be at least 20%, but again, October is not an election month, because election will happen in November, and that's the main event for Bitcoin, because that's the beginning of the bull cycle. So yeah, but still hoping for October to be green, to have at least 20% upside. So yeah, which is historical upside for October. Let's move to, that's pretty much all for Bitcoin. Let's move to Ethereum. Nothing special happening in Ethereum. Ethereum Bitcoin pair is trading below the falling wedge. Ethereum is still correlating with the Bitcoin, but it's a dominance currently sitting at 57.4%, kind of with a range of 57.5% support. Ethereum dominance is still trading at the 2-year low range, 14.1%. Gold is still trading at the range of new all-time high. S&P is having some small pullbacks after the recent week new all-time high. In a previous week, S&P made a new all-time high, so now we're having some small pullbacks, but still trading at the range of new all-time high. So in general, financial market is looking pretty bullish and giving us some bullish momentum and sentiment. It's pretty much all TA for today. Let's move on to the news. And obviously, first news involving September monthly close. It was 7.3% upside, which is the biggest September gain in the last 11 years for the Bitcoin. The previous one was 6%, and the current one is 7.3%. And in general, September is a red month, but now we got some upside. And also pretty interesting news, if you're gonna look at all of the previous September closes, which was green 1. Usually the next 3 monthly candles are green 3. Is giving us some it given us 3 green candles in a row, which is October, November, December. So when Bitcoin goes up in September, it continues going up every single month in a quarter 4, meaning 3 out of 3. So if you're gonna look at the previous year, 2023, it was green September and 3 green candles after that. Same goes to the 2016 and 2015, which also given us some bullish sentiment there. Also, Bitcoin should break 100,000 this year if it follows the average gains made after a green September candle. So the current projections would be October 25%, meaning 80,000, 80.5k for the Bitcoin. Meaning a new all-time high. But again, I said already that 20% on October would be enough to make new all-time high and reversal on monthly MACD. So then would be November, which would be 11% upside, 89k, and December 18% would be 106k for a Bitcoin. So yeah, hoping for the same scenario to happen, but we'll see. Again, all of the projections are projections, nobody knows. Also, in the news coming from Robinhood, Robinhood now allows EU users to withdraw Bitcoin and crypto to external wallets. News coming from CNBC, which is huge because you want to keep Bitcoin decentralized, not in centralized entities or wallets, because usually it's really easy to transfer Bitcoin from decentralized wallets to centralized in some of the exchanges, but from centralized to decentralized wallets is really hard. You at least in most of the brokerages or the crypto exchanges, you need to file KYC, meaning your personal information, personal data, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, but now Robinhood allows to withdraw to the external wallets, which is really nice. Also in the news, Ohio State Senator Antani pushes bill to allow all state and local taxes to be paid in Bitcoin, which is more Bitcoin adoption. Really nice, specifically in the US, really nice to see. Also, Taiwan officially allows professional investors to buy Bitcoin ETF. Again, more Bitcoin adoption now in Taiwan. Also in the news, former US President Jimmy Carter turns 100 years old today. Pretty big milestone for him and for the US politics. Also news coming from US, pretty significant one. 50,000 port workers across the US has gone on strike for the first time since 1977. Pretty big, pretty huge news. And the last news coming from Argentina and Salvador, they signing the security pact targeting narco terror or narco cartels, whatever you name it. And El Salvador has become one of the safest countries in the world after tackling gang violence. Again, pretty nice to hear that coming from El Salvador, considering that El Salvador was the first country to adopt Bitcoin. Again, love to see that, love to see this pact between the Argentina and El Salvador. Also, crypto is pretty big in Argentina, as you know. So yeah, it's pretty much all news in TA for today. Obviously hoping for October to be green as usual, to have at least 20% upside, meaning the new all-time high, the current all-time high is sitting at 73.8k, meaning 20% upside on a current candle would be enough to make a new all-time high. But November is the main event, US election that everybody's waiting for, and the beginning of the bull cycle, as they call it. So yeah, meaning 33 days left. So yeah, to the moon, to the moon.